Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ossu Otaku, your weekly anime podcast about a specific anime every season. This season, we're talking about My Hero Academia. We're on Season 5, Episode 21 now. We're moving right along. Joining me, as always, as per usual, Cassidy. Cassidy, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, Jake. How are you today?
Fucked up. This episode got me. I've watched it like 4 times now. I don't know.
Really?
I know what it is about this episode that just gets me, but I love it.
Okay, good. I also, in a very weird and different way from all the other episodes from this season, I also love it. It's like we're in My Villain Academia arc. Like,
Yes.
You have to love every episode, like, in a different way from the regular My Hero episodes.
It's true. It's true. It's so good. It's so dark.
It is. It's so dark.
It's the most violent stuff we've seen so far. My God. Like,
I know. We're about to dig into some, like, really terrible things that happen in this episode.
yeah. And not giving anything away from the end of the episode for next week, what appears to be just as much dark stuff next week.
Yeah, I think through the rest of the season and probably the beginning of next season, it's going to be pretty dark. I have a feeling the show is just turning this way in general. So
Absolutely. We've gone from like lighthearted shonen, like haha fun to
yeah.
oh boy, this getting fucked is bad.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, they literally changed like how they talk about quirks, and they're exclusively calling them meta abilities and like meta powers now. So
I love it.
It's just showing that shift of, we went from just like cute little quirks that students have in school to like, oh, we're trying to like change society and like kill whoever we want anytime we want.
We live in a society.
We do.
But
they do.
Yeah, okay. So speaking of them living in a society, though, what do you think? What do you think of this little town? I say little. There's 110,000 people in it. That's like half as many people as where I live right now. So it's not like it's small.
Yeah, it's definitely not small. I was because they said like 90% of those people. They said something about 90% of them do something. That they
use their quirks all the time.
Yeah, use their quirks just whenever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know how that works. Like, so these guys, obviously they're fighting. They're all fighting. So it makes me feel like they all have like some sort of quirk that they can use in a fight, like fighting type quirks.
Mm-hmm.
So like, how do you use that in daily life and just like not be constantly afraid of everyone around you who is also doing the same thing? You know, why would you want that? I don't know.
I was thinking about that. There's a scene where there's a gentleman who looks like he's dressed like a chef.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. I think I wrote that down. It was at least on Crunchyroll, 7 minutes, 7 seconds in.
Yeah.
It's a guy in a chef's outfit, 2 guys in chef outfits, and then in the next still frame, it's some guy with a spray bottle as his head. And I was like, and Spinner had just called all of these villains strong, and I was like, how can that be?
Man, it just really shows how much of a C-tier villain in character Spinner really is. He's like,
honestly though,
dude, like, okay, so not to throw them under the bus, but they're all fighting, right? And you have we'll get into it. Toga, S-tier villain, she's fighting.
Yeah.
Like, Dabi, obviously an incredibly powerful villain. Spinner, some dude with mouth for hands is who he's fighting. It's what?
And then there's like just a bunch of cat people. Like
there's so many cat people. Why are there so many cat people?
I don't know, but I think I saw like 3 separate cat people that 3 separate League of Villains characters were fighting, and I was just like, why are there specifically so many cat people?
All right, I'm sorry everyone, I should have researched the artists for this episode to see they were, they had a history of
furries.
History of furry Art. I'll pay for college somehow, okay? That's a fact.
Yeah, and that's fine. And can we also talk about did I write this timestamp down too? Yes, 1333. It's that scene where it's just like a still frame of it's when the blue girl, the interviewer girl, is like holding Toga and everyone's
Oh my
looking
god,
at her.
right?
Like, what was that?
That was art. That was high art, okay?
But like,
so
why? Why it's so strange?
It was oh man.
Why this scene and why now in the middle of the episode? And it's not even like Toga gets up after this and like I just didn't see it. I don't know.
Being raised Catholic, I got mad like Last
definitely.
Supper vibes.
Yes, that's exactly the first thing I thought of when I saw this.
Oh my gosh.
And they were talking about their modern day holy book, so maybe that is exactly what they were trying to do.
Yeah, all right.
And they totally nailed it.
Are we gonna get like some Evangelion like fucking don't know how to interpret the Bible, so you make a whole anime about your own interpretation of the Bible?
That might be what's happening here now.
Oh, we're in too deep. I'm so committed. I guess I'm just gonna keep watching.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh my gosh. So this town has 110,000 metahumans. It's basically a commune because they're allowed and encouraged to use their quirks all the time to their fullest ability.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I found super interesting was, oh my gosh, I need to pull up her name. I apologize. I just keep calling her the reporter, and that's not fair to her. It's Curious.
Okay. That's easy to remember.
Chiyotse Kizuki. Her quirk, first of all, absolutely awesome. So cool. Oh, we stand explosion quirks here.
Of course. Well,
obviously.
Clearly we do. So I loved her quirk.
Yeah. Oh my god. I love that it's like, oh, it's, they're not powerful explosions, but enough of them. And I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. So anything she touches, she can make into or she can like put an explosive in it, I guess. I don't know exactly. Make it explosive. Yeah.
I mean, shit. Okay. Can't get too far ahead of myself.
I know.
So she's interviewing Toga, telling her how she's like perfect for the metahuman society because of her quirk and how like different she is because of her quirk.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't gotten that much Toga before. I mean, you and I both really like her anyway with the little bit we've seen of her.
Right.
But now I doubled down on it. I really like Toga.
Yep.
Like
we got some backstory on her, which is always, as you guys know, I've said this before, we love some good backstory. So it really brings out those motivations and gives justifiable, quote unquote, reasons to why, people are doing what they're doing in this universe, in any universe. But Toga got some backstory, and we got to see so many creepy shots of her facial expressions this episode. Holy shit.
We got her whole smile when she smiles like that. It's so creepy.
It's so creepy. We got like so many iterations of that same smile in this episode, with just like blood coming down her face. As a kid, like drinking the blood of a bird, a dead bird, like sticking a straw in her classmate and just like itadakimasu, eating up, you know?
Oh my god. So first of all, hilarious. Second of all, the fact that shot killed me. The tears just streaming down her face as she's drinking the blood, because she knows that it's like not okay in that society, but she cannot help herself anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah, that was a really powerful shot, I think, because it was like, when you see that she's crying, you know that everybody knows this is all disgusting and wrong, and like she should not be doing this, but she, like you said, she just like has to.
Yeah, she can't help it.
And like Curious said, as she was like monologuing throughout this episode, she just grew up this way and she knew it was wrong, but she had to do it. And so she she just got like worse and worse because she was trying to suppress it and like hide under this high school girl, this like happy, smiling, cheerful girl. And then clearly we see what happened after she tried to just like suppress it for so long. It just kind of went crazy.
Yeah, I love the faceless classmates, the interviews. They're all like 15. So she's only 18, I think. Hang on.
I don't even think I think she's 17.
Oh my God, she is. She's 17. So that was 2 years ago in the current timeline. Absolutely crazy. So
yeah.
Also a big, go ahead.
I was just going to say she had just graduated 8th grade. So she, I guess, I think that's a little bit later than in the US, right?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
But if she was 15 and she just graduated 8th grade, that's when she ran away from home. So pretty young.
Yeah. And she was living off the street. Speaking of running away from home, though, they alluded to the idea that her parents are very wealthy, which is really interesting.
We got a couple shots, like silhouette shots of her parents, and we kind of got to see like her house like a tiny bit. And after the tragedy of her like stabbing her schoolmate, there was that shot of their like doorbell that has the intercom thing. So we got, I don't know if that's a common thing in like houses in Japan, but that to me, if somebody has that, it's sounded pretty rich, you know, but
exactly.
Unless you're living in an apartment or whatever, but
yeah, right.
That was another thing too, that scene when they were just talking through the intercom reminded me of like, that scene made me really sad because in Japan, that's like a huge deal. Like, because honor is such a big thing, you know? It's like so different from if, you know, if someone were to just commit a crime or like stab someone in the States. It's like the whole extended family of that person who committed that crime is like shunned from society for the rest of forever. Like, because she like did that one thing. Yeah. It reminded me of that, a couple years ago, the massacre in Akihabara.
Oh my gosh!
That guy drove the van down the street, the pedestrian street, and just like killed like 10 people or something, and got out and started stabbing people. Like his family just like was ruined forever. I mean, granted, that was like a huge deal, like way bigger than just stabbing one guy. But it just like in my head in 2 seconds, all of that came to mind in that like one scene. And I was like, oh, that's really depressing.
Oh, it's so true though. It's wild. And I think a big part of that was, I put in quotes Toga family because, I apologize, everyone. Kazuki / Curious, like, really hammered that in. She was like, this family, your family. It's like, oh man, like, I want to know how much influence this family has. I want to know, like, more about them now, too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I would be curious to know, like, what her parents' quirks were and, like, if she has, I'm assuming she doesn't have any other like siblings or anything, but just anything more about her family, I would love to know, of course. So it's all very interesting because all of that plays a part in how crazy she has become.
Yes, exactly. And speaking of how crazy she has become, I do not understand what makes her love something, in particularly Ochako, who she is obsessed with.
Yeah.
Her and Midoriya, she's just like, these two, I love them. Is it because Ochako's so cute? Is that why she likes her so much? I don't know.
Okay, so I think to figure out why she likes Ochako so much is to first figure out why she loves Deku so much. Which is a way harder question to answer. And I think she loves Ochako because Ochako is a friend of Deku. And she sees that Deku likes Ochako, you know, in some way, whether that be like romantic or just as a person, as a classmate. And he trusts her, which is something she wants from Deku. So She loves Ochako just as much, which makes her quirk work better, right? When she like loves that person.
Is it?
That she
Is that what it does?
Oh my gosh. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. But let me just say that part where she turns into Ochako and uses her quirk, that I was spoiled on that so long ago. I forgot that nobody knew that she wasn't supposed to be able to use people's quirks whose blood she drank. I forgot about that because I got spoiled on that a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's finally here in the show. So she used Ochako's quirk, which is she leveled up in that moment. She was afraid of dying so much that she was somehow able to use Ochako's quirk. And she has never been able to do this before, I guess. And now she can probably kind of just do it with anybody's blood that she drinks because she did it once. So that's like a huge thing, right? Now she could just be whoever she wants to be and use their quirk.
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, that takes her quirk from like mildly dangerous, just being able to get close to somebody, to wildly dangerous.
Yeah, like turning into someone and like literally being able to, because her voice changes, like as long as she's got their personality kind of down, she can just be that person.
Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
With their quirk.
Also, her speed mixed with Ochiko's float, absolutely terrifying, because Ochiko's not that fast, but the way she just made her way through all of those people. Oh, so good.
Very good point. Yeah, that was awesome. She got that determined Ochako look on her face, and then you like forget that she's about to kill all these people who are just floating in the air.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh shit, she killed so many people.
I know, there was so much blood.
There was so much blood. And she was just insane. And that half Ochako, half Toga face was so creepy.
It was
that was
so
like,
good.
It makes my skin crawl because you could see her blonde bangs like underneath the part of her face that's cracked where it's the Ochako side. Mm-hmm. It was like so gross. Ew.
Oh, speaking of fangs, it's like such a common trope to have the cute little cat fang on like cute girl characters, but the fact that she has like vampire fangs, we haven't really seen them that much. When she smiles, you don't see them up until this point.
Because she like uses her whole mouth to smile and she's so crazy, and you can see those fangs, and they do. I mean, it fits. Like she has the vampire fangs. Like she literally drinks blood. That's her quirk. So she literally was just like a true blood kitten this episode.
It's true, and oh my god, so cute, so horrifying.
I know.
And then she hides in that little shed, and you know, at first I was like, oh man, she's so bloody, and I'm like, oh duh, of course she had to walk through blood. It's not as much her blood, it's just all the blood of her enemies. I know that she is very critically injured, but
definitely
I think that was more like other people's blood than her own, because I mean her head's bleeding a lot, but less so like her legs or arms or anything like that, which would lead to the perfect blood footprints.
Right. Oh yes, very true.
But then go ahead.
She just got blown up a lot, so I could see why she would be bleeding. And I would be surprised if she didn't have like a concussion, because she got an explosive to the face, I think like twice. So
I was just about to say, when Curious blasted her right in the face with that,
in the dome, like,
oh my gosh,
right there, bro.
Yeah, it was like fist face. It was so close.
Yeah, I was surprised she didn't even fully fall over after she got hit by that. She like kind of caught herself going back.
Insane.
And I guess that just kind of shows how weak those explosives of Curious's are. But that also makes me curious as to how those 4 villains like kamikaze themselves.
Yeah, they did.
Explosives that aren't that powerful, yet they all blew up completely.
Get
I don't
wrecked.
know. It's whatever.
Yeah, you know, ideologies make people do dumb, horrible things.
Yeah.
That was oh my gosh. The parallels drawn to real life situations in this episode were very intense.
Yeah, very real.
Yeah.
Very real for sure.
Moving on to Tamura though.
Oh my god.
Wow, he has gotten significantly stronger. Just watching him waste people throughout this whole episode.
Like literally so wasted.
Oh my gosh. We got a little flashback with him. We saw his grandma, who was one of the One for All hosts.
Yep.
But we didn't get anything past that, and he even said that.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, Shigaraki's a gamer, right? He keeps making like gamer references. He keeps talking about HP and saying, "Oh, my body feels glitchy." Like,
is he an incel? I don't know. It seems like it.
Well, I mean, honestly, who's gonna sleep with him, Jake?
He literally can't. They will disintegrate. We need Hero.
Exactly. So
he needs a little assistance from Hero Killer Stain or Eraserhead, or he has no shot. And that's Gosh. But man,
oh god.
Yeah, the fact that he touched one person and then disintegrated that whole group. I mean, he was running his hands along, but like the people in the back shouldn't have just gone that fast.
Yeah,
like
that fast, especially. Yes, I could see how like that would happen because if you don't like, cut off that part of your body that he's decayed, it'll just all start decaying.
Mm-hmm.
But like to transfer from the person in the front to the person in the back, like in 2 seconds.
Gosh.
Yeah, he's gotten so strong. And Spinner made a note of that.
Yeah, he did. Spinner's like, man, everyone else is so much more powerful than me.
We literally didn't see him do anything in this episode besides brandish a sword, and then it got chopped off. It got chopped in half.
Exactly. And let's be honest, he's not going to do anything next episode either.
No, he's not. God. I would be very surprised if he did.
Speaking of powerful League of Villains characters, though, Dabi was I love that he was just like, oh, geez, it's so hard for me not to kill. I guess I can do that now.
I wrote that down too. I was like, okay, Dabi, really?
He's such an edgelord.
It's so hard for me not to kill people. I mean, it's just like so fun or whatever.
My gosh. Yeah. So Dabi starts fighting an ice metahuman. But key note that I took, because we didn't see, they didn't say who he was. We did see him earlier in the episode. He was one of the people at the table. So he's one of the higher ups in the Meta Liberation Army. But didn't say that he can create ice, only control it, which I think is going to play into his own downfall in this next episode.
Right.
But wow, he had to really go out there and make an ice kaiju to fight.
I know, Dabi. I know, which he says that Dabi's flame. He says like Dabi's flames won't affect his ice because it's superficial flames.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
I didn't get that either. Okay, good. I didn't get that because they're Blue's I don't know.
Blue's hotter. That's a fact.
I'm confused, and I was wondering if I was missing something, but it seems we are both confused. So but it also looks like this will be the main fight for the next episode or the beginning of the next episode. So I guess we'll see what he means.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens to him when Machia just comes and absolutely destroys him.
That was one of my questions was how long until he shows up?
Because we had hour 40 minutes is what they said, or 40 minutes?
I think an hour 40.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's even going to be people there for Machia to come and destroy.
Yeah, they're talking about all this, right? And then they're just wasting them all. Like the League of Villains is just completely destroying these people.
I know. And in the preview, it says the League of Villains led by Shigaraki is being backed into a corner as if they're not totally destroying everyone in their path right now.
Yeah. I just feel like that's not happening at the moment. And I'm a little confused.
Just a little bit.
All right. I'm going to throw it out there. They never said his name in the episode, but
okay.
Geten is the Iceman's name, Geten. I love his look. It's so ridiculous. Just
I love it too.
right, oh my gosh, I want to say, oh my gosh, what's a big ass coat? My brain's completely
A trench coat?
it's like a trench coat, but also oh my gosh, they were
I don't know the
talking
names
about it
of
in the last
jackets.
episode, right? They were talking about it in the last episode when Toga got one because it's
a duffel coat.
thank you. He's wearing just a blue duffel coat.
Yes.
Like, okay, all right.
I do love it. I love the fur on the hood.
Yes.
And obviously the eyes that, you just see the light of the eyes and that's it. You can't see his face at all.
So creepy.
He reminds me of like if the blue ice climber was evil.
Okay, thank God. That's exactly what I thought. I'm like, oh man, Ice Climber's making an appearance in My Hero. Let's go.
And he looks exactly the same. He's wearing the long coat, white boots, and the white furry hood.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly the same. Wow.
Popo
nice.
confirmed.
Aw, cute.
Gosh. But man, he's gonna be a great fight. That's gonna be incredible.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what he means by Dobby's fire is superficial, so it won't affect ice. It's still fire, bro.
Yeah, right? It's like, sir, I don't know about that.
We'll see, I guess. I don't know.
I applaud your enthusiasm, sir, but I don't know. But the last part of this episode, holy cow. So we find out that one of the Metal Liberation Army people, Skeptic, pretty cool power.
I
go ahead.
Love it. I love it. I love his power.
Yeah, it's insane.
Just the way he uses it. If he was out on the battlefield, he would just be another. I'd be like, who fucking cares? But the fact that he's like doing all this logistic stuff and he's the guy with the computer from the beginning and he's just like, it's like he's manipulating everything like puppets on a string. And his look is so cool. He's like the super lanky. He's got the hair that's draping down, like hunched over. It's awful. That's why I like it.
Yeah, he's got such a creepy good look, but boy, oh boy, it is a lot. Very sad boy emo.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that he can turn anything into a person, basically, and control them. So, oh my gosh, the fact that they got that intel on Twice, so they know, like, that he almost killed himself when he was all, like, duplicated. Really crazy, really good way to go about trying to take out Twice.
Yep. I mean, that's what they got to do. We got some really strong players on the side of the League of Villains, and sometimes you just have to go about it the logistical way, especially with a character like Twice, obviously. If they found out that, he made tens of himself and then they all tried to kill each other, of course, there's something going on there that they can exploit. So
yeah, exactly. And like the sheer fact that he can just make so many copies of himself, just overwhelm is going to be huge, especially like in this kind of fight.
Yeah, definitely.
But oh my God, Twice and Toga, take me back to the last season. They're just, he cares so much about her.
I know. I thought that was so cute.
And it's not in like a gross way. That's the best part.
Right.
It's
exactly.
Very loving.
Yeah, I did not get that feeling from his concern over Toga at all this episode. So yeah, that is a fairly good relationship for now. And he's obviously going to try and save her, but and we got some conflicting reports of her condition as he was talking to himself. He was already like panicking and freaking out, and now he's got like 10 of himself that he has to fight, to get Toga to safety and try and get her some medical attention, I guess. I don't know what you do as a villain, where you take your villain friend if they're gravely injured, but
yeah, right. I mean, there's the doctor, I guess.
Yeah, but where is? Oh, I guess they have the Johnny, right?
Well, yeah, Johnny could get him back to him. Yeah. But I mean, like, is he gonna help him? He's got like the whole point of this right now, right, is to test them. So, well, I guess he's only really testing like Shigaraki. It's not like he's trying to like test the rest of the League of Villains, I guess.
Oh man.
But,
Yeah.
ugh. So much. So crazy. What a wild episode.
Oh, yeah. I am concerned for what happens in the next episode because of the whole Toga twice situation. Nothing really good can come up of that. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Bad things are gonna happen. I feel like.
Yeah. 100%. Like, I can't figure out what's gonna, like, they gave us nothing for this next episode as far as a teaser. They didn't tell us anything.
I know, really. What did I even write down? Literally, how much longer till Machia comes in? And do you think something bad is gonna happen in the next episode? Which, of course, the answer is yes.
Yes. It's gonna be bad. Something bad. But we don't know.
So, yeah, we literally don't know anything. And I don't know. I truly don't.
I can't figure it out. They gave us so little. Maybe it looks like we're gonna get a little twice backstory. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Twice is crying. We get some more flashbacks with some guy with a paper bag on his head.
That's Twice. I'm pretty sure that's Twice because
that's Twice.
Yeah, because when he sees his own face, that's when he has so much of his issues with his multiple personalities.
And he's talking. Yeah, okay.
But he's always wearing his little mask because it keeps them all
right.
together. Yeah.
Yes. He'll split.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have his mask on.
Exactly. So I think that's why he's wearing the bag.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But then we get a scene of him talking to Giron. So that's interesting in itself.
Yeah, we'll get to see more of their relationship, I guess.
Yes, why he wants to save him so bad. Obviously, he like saved Twice, basically. Mm-hmm. But we need to know more. I need to know more of why.
Always, we need to know more.
Seriously, great episode. I don't know, tough call because last week I was like, oh, this is my favorite episode so far, but I know this is going to keep happening. I think this is my favorite episode just with how much we learned about Toga.
It's so good.
And
she's so creepy.
There was so much action. The animation was so good. I mean, even that super strange, like, biblical shot was so good.
I guess it fit in that part of the episode with what they were talking about. It was just like out of nowhere, unexpected.
Yeah. But, oh my gosh, you know what you can expect, everyone? You can expect that we'll be here next week with another new episode. If you're watching this right now on YouTube, thank you for tuning in to Hogtied Productions. Make sure to check out the Twitch channel. Keep an eye on them socials. Watch those TikToks. Like, follow, share, subscribe, everything. You can follow me at Jake the Mayor on all social media platforms. Cassidy, where can people follow you?
If you so choose, you can follow me at Cassidy Co. and at Kohai Art on my art Instagram page, and follow us on Fish Inc. We do some streaming here and there. So yeah, that's about it.
Everyone, thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you all next week.
Bye.